This week, Sean Hannity was doing a live interview with Curtis Sliwa. Sliwa happens to be the founder and leader of a group called Guardian Angels in New York City. Some older folks in the audience probably recognize that. They've been around for a couple decades. It's this wannabe vigilante group that supposedly goes around stopping crimes and all kinds of stupid stuff. Sliwa himself, by the way, ran for mayor on the right against Eric Adams and obviously didn't win, so he's still out there. And during this interview with Sean Hannity, Sliwa's talking to the camera. And as he's talking to the camera, a group of his little guardian angels see a migrant walk by, believe that he shoplifted, which is weird because they had all been standing there on camera, so I don't know why they would think this man shoplifted. And then everybody but Sliwa took off, and based on the video, looks like they began assaulting this man in the street. And this all happened on live TV. Take a look.
If you divide 53 million by 500, that's a $106,000 debit card. Not a bad deal. I don't think they're giving them to vets that are homeless in New York City. Not that I've heard, Curtis.
Well, in fact, our guys have just taken down one of the migrant guys right here on the corner, 42nd and 7th, while all this is
Can you pan the camera?
They've taken over. They've taken over. You'd like the camera over there if at all possible.
Yep. Oh, you got your key open, guys.
He is out of control. Out of control.
There. All right. Now, Eric Adams often complains he's getting no support from the federal government to help him with the surge of Joe Biden's unvetted illegals in New York. And that could be because of the so-called border czar is a little distracted right now. According to a report, Vice President Harris has now suddenly, quote, found her footing. And she's now apparently getting ready for a future presidential run of her own in 2028. According to the Daily Mail, she campaigned in South Carolina last week, visited.
So the Guardian Angels allege that man, that they just, again, to start the clip in the original opening of that segment with Sean Hannity, all those Guardian Angel people that were later seen attacking that man, they were on camera. But they saw the migrant walk by, decided to go detain him because he had allegedly had been shoplifting. How would they know that? If they were all on camera, looking at a camera, and this man came from this direction, how would they know that he was shoplifting? That's what I want to know, and that is a question to which we do not have an answer, but I would love to have it. What, did you see him shoplifting earlier but decided, we don't want to do anything about it, we got to get this Sean Hannity interview out of the way first? What the hell, there he is, let's get him. That doesn't make any sense. None of it makes any sense. So it either could have been staged, or maybe they just saw somebody that wasn't white and said, let's go rough him up. Either way, kind of need some answers on that to find out what the hell really happened there. Another thing I want to point out is the fact that Sean Hannity didn't seem to care. Like, this man is getting roughed up on the streets of New York live on your program, and he just continues reading off the teleprompter and moves on to talk about Kamala Harris and blah, 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 blah. Just absolutely astounding that he doesn't care that this human being is going through this. And then later in the program, by the way, he brought Curtis Sliwa back on, who explained how they assaulted this man. Based on his explanation, this would be defined as assault. Listen. He had been shoplifting. The Guardian Angels spotted him, stopped him. He resisted. And let's just say we gave him a little pain compliance. His mother back in Venezuela felt the vibrations. He's sucking concrete. The cops scraped him off the asphalt. He's on his way to jail, but they'll cut him loose. We got to take 42nd Street back, Sean. These illegals think they own this street. They think they rule the night. This is our country. If they can't abide by the rules, then we're going to kick them back where they came from. You shoplift, you commit crime, you assault people. You don't belong in our country, and we're going to make sure you pay a price for that. We got to fight for what we know is right, and you saw a little bit of this. They got a little bit of taste of what the Guardian Angels are going to do to liberate Times Square from them. To liberate Times Square, right? You, as a non-law enforcement official, do not have the authority to do that. And you're sitting there saying, like, if you assault somebody, we're going to come get you. Who's going to come get you? Who's watching the Watchmen, right? Here's the other part of it. You saw that clip. You saw the streets in New York City. Did it look like chaos? Literally, the only people causing chaos on the streets of New York in that clip were the Guardian Angels. If I were to see that, and you're all wearing your little cute matching red jackets because it's so fun, y'all look like a gang. And if I were there and I saw that, I would think that a gang was just beating the hell out of somebody on the street, and I would have called the cops. That's what y'all essentially do. So it is what it is. Obviously, we don't have the full context of anything, unfortunately. It's difficult to take these people for their words. You know, Sliwa's had incidents in the past, one in 1992, where he had to admit that, okay, we did stage a thing here. So hopefully more information comes out, but their behavior, even if that man shoplifted, is still completely unacceptable. You don't get the crap beaten out of you, you know, sucking concrete, as Sliwa said, for shoplifting here in America. And if you're going to act like you're upholding the laws, I suggest you learn them first. Well, folks, we have crossed that 1 million subscriber milestone, but rest assured, we are just getting started here at Ring of Fire. So if you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel and make sure to like, share, and comment on the videos.